Welcome to Nattys Crafts. I'm Natalie. I always do all the crafting. And today I think we're going to go ahead and start fall crafts. I love summer. I don't want summer to ever end, but it's probably time to get ready for fall. Dollar Tree has started releasing their fall items. I didn't have a lot at the two stores that I went to, but I got a few items that are going to kick me off here. And then, of course, you know, we all have a stash of crafts that we never made. So I'll also probably dig into those. And so we're going to, I believe, make a wreath today. I think that's the plan. I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. If I change my mind halfway through, sorry. But we'll probably end up with the wreath at the end of the day. So go ahead and leave a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. And then also subscribe. Whenever you subscribe to a channel, you should always hit the bell so that you know when they have new videos coming out. So with all that said, let's go ahead and go take a look. Alright, here's what you'll need. The full list is actually down below in the description box, so check that out. I'm actually going to show you all the items that I used because there's a lot to it. So these are some acorns. I believe I got these from Hobby Lobby last year after Christmas, probably. And then this Scarecrow, this is the bigger Scarecrow from Dollar Tree, but it was still just the $1.25. It's not the $3 or $5 Scarecrow. This is a $3 pumpkin with a really pretty pick on top of the pumpkin. I didn't use that other pumpkin. And then this was some embellishments that I got from an estate sale. And then the straw wreath from Dollar Tree, it was $3. And then some floral wire from Dollar Tree. So first, we're going to make our little Scarecrow work the way we need it to. So we're going to cut off this little pole that you would, I guess, stick in the ground or in a plant or something. I'm not sure. But we're going to cut that short. I do want it on there so that I can stick it into the wreath. But I don't need it to be so long, of course. And then we're going to go ahead and get this pick ready. So I'm going to cut it off of the pumpkin. I thought I'd be able to just pull it out, but somehow I was not able to. But I just cut it off. And the pumpkin is still good, so we'll still be able to use that for another craft. And I'm going to make, this Scarecrow looked kind of frumpy. So we're going to just make him look more like a Scarecrow. And we're going to make his arms go out sideways. So I'm just using some popsicle sticks or craft sticks for this. Just gluing two together. And then I'm going to glue it onto his back. Just so he looks like he's not like all crinkled up. I want him to look like a Scarecrow. So we're just going to glue that onto his back. Actually, onto the back of his little hands is where I'm actually gluing it to. And then we're going to go ahead and start putting the picks in. Now, I was just looking for placement here. I ended up going back and adding a little bit of hot glue to each piece. Not necessary because this wreath is very tight. That straw is very tight, but it's what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. So you just, make it look how you want it to look. And here I'm only showing the actual pick from that Dollar Tree pumpkin, but I did end up gluing 2 acorns on, as well as that embellishment I said at the beginning that I got from the estate sale. You'll see all that at the end. And then we're going to try to make our little Scarecrow a little bit cuter. I didn't like his red hat. He's got a red hat, an orange shirt, a green tie. Like, this is way too many colors for me. So I'm going to take off this little square. I don't know why it's just a square glued on. I'm going to take that off. And then we're going to glue his little hat down a little bit. Actually, start with his hair. We're going to move his hair so we can actually see his hair from the front of his body because we don't care what the back looks like. So we're going to glue that down. And then we're going to glue his little hat down so that I can put an orange hat on him to match his orange shirt. And I'm just using this orange ribbon that I had. I guess it must have been from last year. And just going to glue it down just in the corners. This ribbon is kind of like burlap, so it does seep through. So I just put a little tiny amount on the very edges. And then in the back. And of course, if you use different ribbon, or if you liked his hat the way it was, you know, obviously leave it, because he was fine the way he was. It was too many colors for me. I needed to tone that down a little bit. So I'm just trimming it up a little bit, making it look just a little bit better. Again, this is the back, so it doesn't, you know, it matters, but it's not the end of the world if it doesn't look perfect. And then I'm going to glue that little square back on, but I'm not going to glue it on as a square because that didn't look right to me. So I'm going to scrunch it up a little bit and glue it on that way. And then we're going to make a bow. Now go watch Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs. This is where I got this bow idea from. She just put a video out about making a bow tutorial, actually. I'll try to link that down in my description box below. I sure hope I remember. But we're just basically 3 different pieces. The middle, the actual bow, and then the tails. And if you want dovetails, now would be the time to do that. I forgot, and so I didn't do it until after I put the bow on the wreath, but, you know, whatever. And then you just got to figure out where you want the bow. So I figured out I wanted it a little higher, so I put it up a little higher, and I'm using that floral wire to attach the bow. And here's my wreath. I think it's adorable. I like it better than the one I did last year, and it looks okay with my obnoxiously teal door. So I really like it. I think it's adorable. And of course, make it look however you want it to look. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I sure do appreciate it. Every time you watch, I appreciate it. Trust me. And if you would, go ahead and like the video, leave a comment down below, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when my videos come out. I try to do a video every week on Tuesdays. And that's, I think, about it. Appreciate today. Tomorrow's never promised. Thank y'all. Y'all have a great one.